Hello dear lovely class 10th champions, class 10th board 2027 warriors. So my dear lovely students, I know you guys are preparing for your board exam and that is going to be held in the year 2027 and you all deserve good result. My dear champions, do you know in class 10th scoring good marks not only because of knowledge, because of with the help of execution also, with planning, with strategy. The student who study with proper approach, with smart planning, smart routine, such students are scoring good marks in their board exam, and we have proved, we have seen so far in last board exam that student had already written, right champions? So my dear lovely kids, I'm going to give you powerful strategy, especially for maths, for your board exam 2027, how you should solve mathematics, what kind of improvements you guys need in your self-studies, in your daily routine, in your body language, in your, mindset, right? So let's start the video here. The perfect strategy for math for board 2027. So my dear, let's talk about first very important point, why students score low in maths. So this video is basically math centric. Okay, so why students score low in maths? I know, a big part of students, majority of the students takes maths as a challenge. They are having a lot of problem and difficulties in maths to memorize the formula, when and where this formula and particular formula will be used, understanding the question language, making the equation, doing the calculation. So these things are so horrible for few students. But another side, few students are getting, full out of marks, 80 out of 80, 75 out of 80. So many students are scoring. Right? So what happens now, if I talk about the difference between you and that student, the difference is of what? Routine, daily routine, mindset, approach, planning, strategy. So look here, why students score low? The first reason that I realized personally, reading solutions only. What happens now, few students in class 10th, they memorize the solutions directly. Oh my God. Instead of rather understanding the concept, understanding the clarity concept, the method behind the solution, they used to memorize the solutions. They read the solution and they memorize the solutions. This is not good. Very bad. Don't do this. Don't chase marks. Don't study for marks. Study for concept clarity. And once your concept is clear, marks will automatically come in your result. Marks will automatically reflect on your mark sheet. Right, everyone? So this is very dangerous, I would say. Second is watching only lectures, not practicing. Maths demand practicing. If you are only watching the videos, watching different lectures, different kind of websites, you are moving here and there, without practicing, how is it possible to get good marks in maths? You can't be champions. Maths demand practicing. Maths comes by practicing. You learn the concepts by practicing, by executing the things. Only watching the lectures, it will not lead you good marks in your maths board exam, right? So this is very bad. What you should do? Please practicing. Practice is necessary. Practice is mandatory for maths. Ignoring mistakes. If you have made any mistake in a particular question, so don't ignore the mistakes. Analyze the mistakes. Why and how? Ask from yourself. Why I made mistake, how I made mistake, and you need to rectify the mistakes so that you could ensure that this mistake will never occur again in future, right? So ignoring mistakes is very bad. Okay, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Reading solution only. Okay. Fourth point is studying only when exams are near. And you are so honest, ask yourself, you also do this? You are also in this category of student? Yes, I saw this. I have seen this before. So many students who didn't study well throughout the session, right? When the exams have come closer to the, you are closer to the exam, only few days are remaining for your exam, then you become very serious and you used to ask questions from your seniors, from your teachers, frequently used to call, you are texting on WhatsApp. And this seriousness, where was this seriousness when your session was started? This seriousness should be from the initial days, from the beginning of the session. So studying only when exams are near. Losers do this. Toppers never do this. Toppers remain constant throughout the session. They used to utilize their each and every moment, every day. They were consistent. They were so determined throughout the session. So studying only when exams are near is very bad. And the last is leaving difficult chapters. Some student used to, they select the chapters as per their convenient, as per their comfortability. My dear, doing this, another side you are doing this, and other side you are dreaming for 98% in exam, 98 marks in maths. How is it possible? If you are leaving the difficult chapters, difficult concepts, if you are only relying on the basic chapters, easy chapters, how will you be able to score good marks in maths? This is not possible doing this. So rather leaving the chapters, I think you should focus, you have to be like, your mindset should be like to fight with the difficult challenging things. Fight with difficult challenging things. In first attempt, you can't solve. In second attempt, you can't solve. But there is huge possibility. In third attempt, you will be able to make it. Yes, my dear. So my dear, don't leave the difficult, challenging topics in maths. Solve everything. Everything. So these are the few mistakes that most of the students made every year, and that's why their marks, their score, they get low marks in maths. Okay, moving ahead. So what you need to improve, what you should execute in your preparation, self-studies till February 2027. Let me give you a few points. Only excuses, don't do this. When you suddenly get 18 marks in your half-yearly examination or in pre-board exam, you used to give a lot of excuses to your parents, to your teachers. And some student, what they used to do, they start blaming their teachers. Oh my God. They start blaming their teachers. The teachers had made question very hard, very difficult. The question paper was so difficult. Yes, the question were out of the syllabus. That's why I was not able to solve the questions. If the question would have from syllabus, then I'll be able to solve the question. What's going on? Excuses here, bro. Excuses don't suit on you, because you all are the board student. You all are preparing for CBSE board exams, right? So stop doing these things. Okay, only excuses, I can't study, my maths is so weak, my friends are getting good marks, but I can't, maths is not for me. These things, please, vanish these things from yourself, right? So focus on positive part. Maths is for you, it is of your level, right? If you are in 10th standard, the math questions are of your level. There is no any question from class 11, class 12 and BTech. Every questions are of your level, right? Okay. Now, what you need to improve to become a topper in 2027 board exam? What you should do? What should be, how you guys could make proper and powerful routine. So let me give you few points. So first is NCERT. NCERT is like, it's a Bible for you all. Everything for you all. NCERT is everything. Still, CBSE board exam is designed close to NCERT textbook only. So basically NCERT gives you syllabus clarity. I know the questions will be there in your board exam, few questions will be there, competency based questions. Yeah, the questions will be little lengthy. The question contain multiple concepts in a single question. I know, I agree with this. But NCERT give you concept. It build your foundation. It gives you concept clarity. So don't negotiate with NCERT. Solve every exercise question. Don't skip a single question. Solve all the activities. Right? Toppers never skip any example, any exercise question. This is the first step, champions. And in curiosity, the student who is so energetic, they used to jump on multiple textbook without solving NCERT. So if you do this, my dear, this is a big mistake. Your motivation, I would say your of course your motivation will drastically down if you solve any reference book like R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agarwal, or any book from any publication before NCERT. You all are digging yourself, I would say. Don't do this, right? So first NCERT. This is king. NCERT is what? King, champion. It builds up your foundation. It gives you concept clarity. Moving second, daily 20 question practice. And always make sure to practice question mix and back chapters that you had already done. Back chapters. Okay, so take few questions from the previous exercise that you have done, and few questions the chapter which is going on in present time, in your school, at your coaching, whatever is there, right? So solve at least 20 questions, few questions subjective, few question MCQ, and there should be consistency. If you follow this consistency, if you follow this only for 5 days after watching this video, after getting motivated, you go to your home and taking a notebook and book, and after 3 days, 4 days, same situation is there. Don't do this. Toppers never do this. Topper maintain their consistency, my dear. So if you solve 20 questions a day, every day, it means 600 questions will be there in a month. And that is enough to give you, to lead you to 90, close to 90 marks in your board exam champions. So daily 20 questions should be mixed, few questions from the back chapters, and it should be consistent every day. Third point I would like to suggest you, mistake notebook. If you are making mistake, any kind of mistake, whether it is calculation mistake, what is this? Just a second, guys. Whether it is calculation mistake, problem in recalling the formula, any kind of mistakes may be there in your question paper when you are doing self study or you are solving the question. So my dear, please make mistakes. Please make mistakes notebook, so that you could mention everything where you are stucking, where you are having problems, still you are facing difficulties. Please write everything. Yeah, this is the weak portion of mine. This is the topic which is very challenging for me. I can't recall the formula. This is, despite of doing 30 question, 40 question, still I can't recall the formula. So my dear, if you maintain your notebook, mistake notebook, what is the beauty of mistake notebook? Let me tell you. Before few days of your exam, whether it is pre-board exam, half-yearly exam, or your final board exam, my dear, when you look to your mistake notebook, you could ensure, you will be able to recall everything very quickly. Yes, this is the point where I used to make mistake, so that, my dear champion, you could ensure that this mistake will not be repeated in your final exam, in your any exam. So make a mistake notebook so that you could ensure to go through, to have a quick look to the mistakes, whatever the mistakes and the corners where you are stucking, where you are facing various problem difficulties. So this is very important. Fourth is formula revision every day, and I would like to suggest you for this particular task that best time is before going to sleep, before going to your bed in night champions, before going to your bed, before sleeping, do this every day. Formula revision in night time, before sleeping, when you are at your bed. Revise everything, whatever you've studied so far in that particular day, everything, revise everything, and revise all the formulas once, right everyone? And I have already discussed. And fourth is formula revision, and fifth is very important, and this is basically your marks booster. Previous year question will give you the clarity, will give you overview picture. What is the level of CBSE board exam and what kind of questions CBSE is asking in board exam. So it will give you overview of question paper, and level of question paper, and it will also help you out in giving information regarding which question is most repeated, which concept is most repeated in CBSE. So PYQ is very important. PYQ. So when you are doing self-studies, you are solving question NCERT exercise, simultaneously make sure to solve the question on that particular concept from PYQ portion. Okay, and the last is mock test, and this is it needs to be done at the end of the session when you have done with your syllabus. Entire syllabus is complete. After completion of entire syllabus, Right, after completion of entire syllabus, now it's time to solve mock test. Mock test. Close yourself in a room, close the door, isolate yourself from the world, take a question paper, take a water bottle and solve entire question paper in one sitting, 3 hours. Just imagine you are sitting in examination hall and making the environment like an examination hall. Try to solve mock test every day, one mock test every day. When? After completion of your entire syllabus. When you have done with NCERT, complete NCERT in the month of December, Jan and February, my dear, this is the mock test time. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you are genuinely serious, if you all are aiming to score 98 marks, 99 marks, 100 marks in your maths exam, so this is the best and powerful strategy you should execute, you should implement in your self studies, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed.